Okay, we just want to say good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to our Facebook page. Together we rise, building our nation. Just want to say this afternoon we're really here with a candid conversation with one of our franchise owner of Juici Paties right here in South Florida. And this is probably one of the biggest news that have happened in 2024 is having patties, Juici Paties coming to South Florida. Personally, I'm a patty person. I used to travel from all the way in St. Elizabeth to go all the way to Clarendon to know that I'm going into a store where I feel comfortable, and just to have some juicy patties. So sitting with me is Jamal Douglas, franchise owner, as I said. And as you see, I catch him on the cricket field. So probably one of the first interview with him outside, on the cricket field. As you see, the man is just out here enjoying a game of cricket with his team, the Palm Beach Hurricanes. So Jamil, you're a cricketer before. I'm a franchise owner. Tell them about it.
Well, growing up in the Caribbean in the 80s and 90s, it's all about athletics. So, cricket, football, track. So I'd say cricket was my first love. So ever since it was a cricket from basic school, primary school, all the way up was cricket. So when I migrated to the US, I first went to Texas, and there was not that much cricket that was there. So actually, I came to Florida, which South Florida is a mecca of cricket in the US because we have a good weather, can play all year round. So I came down and I fell back in love again with the cricket. So ever since I said from 2003, 4, I've been playing cricket again in South Florida, and I'm definitely passionate about it. It's one of the, of course, in the US there's other sports, but cricket is a passion. So I'm very passionate about it. If I'm not playing, I'm here to support the team. And even if I'm not here, I'm on the app following. I'm on your live on Facebook following. If I'm not in person, but I'm in spirit with the team. So,
all right, guys, let me tell you something. He's a little bit reserved. He's actually one of our opening batsmen here in South Florida. Simple mean if a man can go at the top of the innings, simple mean that tell you that he is good at what he does. So he's a great cricketer. He's a guy of discipline and he's a leader. So if you're gonna send somebody out there first, that simply means you're sending him out there to take on a leadership role. And he have done that well for Palm Beach. So you may not know this man here have even century in the US. So making a century is no easy task, to go out there and batch right innings to get to a century. So Jamil, just tell us about probably one of those games that you had a century, what it takes to get you there.
Well, it definitely takes discipline and patience. The mental part of it is the most important thing. And of course, you have to pretty much be conditioned physically and mentally to actually stay out there. And of course, we're in South Florida, so the weather sometimes out there in the summertime is a bit steamy. So the condition and mental toughness is definitely an important part of it, and that helped me on and off the field by being mentally strong and conditioned.
So guys, I want to just say to that, this guy, he possesses many skills. Because right now I'm doing my business and he is the person that I go to set up my company. And, it just in a heartbeat, he was able to do it. So, outside of the cricket, of the field, he does a lot of other things. And, I know we're waiting on the juicy part of it. It's mouth watering when you talk about juicy patty. But guys, just so you know, there is a story before we always get to that point where you see somebody out there, you see him with juicy beef patty, you see the crowd running in and everything. But before he got there, it took a lot of work. So we're just gonna ask you, Jamal, could you just tell us other things that you do in between before getting here?
Yes, well, by trade, I'm an accountant and also have an insurance office. So how Juicy came about, it was actually in Jamaica, and I went into Mother's, I think it was Mother's or one of the restaurants in Jamaica, and I saw the line. I was like, would be amazing just to have a restaurant that's actually from Jamaica because you see the excitement in Jamaica. Um, so our business partner and I, when we actually was there, and pretty much said, okay, let's do some research. He was doing COVID, do some research and see what's available. So we actually went online and saw that Juicy was going to come to the US. So of course, I was so excited that I jumped on, was the first one to actually sign up and got approved for the franchise. So it was definitely a blessing. Um, and it is since then it's just been wonderful. It's been pretty much just it's a lot of hard work. It took some time, but to see what I was paid, I guess it's paid off, and what is we're open now. It's just the journey has just been amazing. It's not gonna say it's just been an amazing journey.
I just want to say that, man, I am personally happy that you're able to bring this juicy
Yeah, it,
to Florida because we all know if you're from the Caribbean or from Jamaica, especially whenever you go home, one thing you can sure that is gonna be in our luggage or suitcase is juicy beef patty. So I know you're gonna save us some of the struggle to going back and trying to take up some of the weight. 'Cause, they're not allowing us more than 40 or 50 pounds in our
yeah.
suitcase. And if you check out the juicy patties, probably weighing about 4 or 5 pounds. So you're taking away, but we don't care about that. We're still loading up.
So I guess we're making more room now for the suitcase.
Yes, so basically, you guys actually create some space for us because we don't have to bring it here. And I know I was talking to you earlier, about the juicy beef, but if it was gonna bring the same taste and so forth. So I want you to tell the people in terms of what they'll be getting.
Oh yes, it definitely. We actually went to Jamaica prior to opening for 8 weeks, and we had a full training. So the experience was great. We learned a lot, and pretty much the team Juice itself brought the head chef from Jamaica. So the entire team from Jamaica was actually here to make sure we set up and make sure so everything tastes just the same as Jamaica. It's pretty much it's yes, 100%. We're 100% guarantee that you won't miss home because it's here now in South Florida.
Oh, guys, you see my smile already. That juicy taste that you get from it, you don't get it from any other patties. For me personally, juicy beef patty is my patty. Because anywhere me have to find it in Jamaica, I'm finding juicy beef patty. And I'm telling you that not just me, but my wife, and now I have 3 children. Every one of them love the patty. They love the patty so much. So know that juicy beef patty, guys, is here. It's right in our backyard here. I'm in Palm Beach, but we want you to just give them the direct location where they can go and find juicy beef patty.
So we're in 5419 North University Drive. That's in Lauderdale. We have an announcement as well. So 2025, so January, February 2025, we're actually gonna have a location in West Palm. Also, so it's in the works. We're in the process of getting everything finalized and drawings and stuff. So we're gonna have somewhere closer. Well, Lauderdale is only a 35-minute drive, but we're gonna have something much closer to West Palm. So we're gonna have South Florida and a whole supply. So
man, you don't know the way that I've just lifted off my shoulder. And I'm gonna share a secret with you guys. So when everybody started hearing about Juicy coming into Florida, what they didn't know, is who was gonna bring it, where the first Juicy party place was gonna be, and so forth. But me, not that I have insider information, but as I say, Jamel and I, both of us play for the same cricket team. So we talk as time go along, and I know he was in the process of really, researching it, making sure that everything would have been up to date. As he said, you're not gonna miss anything in terms of the taste, the processing. The head chef came here, so he went all out to make sure that you have the right patty, the same patty. And no, I went to work and I was now showing off. I work as a nurse, so I'm in the hospital, showing off, that my boy, that man, and a cricketer, he played with our team who have this franchise, and they're like, "What? Yes, Ian, that was bringing party." So I'm gonna tell you a story. My niece was here just the other day, and she was going back to the airport, and I told one of my friends that I was gonna take my niece to the airport so I'd get some of the party and bring back for her. Something happened, and I didn't get to go and get her the party. So when I went to work, the moment I walk in and she didn't see the party or anything, she said, "Ian, now chat to me." That's how upset she was about the juicy parties, and that is just about any home, any Jamaican. As a matter of fact, any Caribbean, anybody from the US, wherever you travel from, and you go to Jamaica, you have that juicy party. It's just like the mouth water and thing about it. It's like you always want to have more of it. You always want to go back and get more. So even if you're not Jamaican, if you're not from the Caribbean, you're from England, you're from the US, Germany, wherever you come from, French colony, you want to take back juicy party with you.
That's true, because we're in Lauderdale. The demo is majority Jamaican or Caribbean, right? But we actually seen a lot of different ethnicities coming in. We have Caucasians, Americans, other culture enjoying the Jamaican cuisine. So I would say it's not just a Jamaican franchise. No, we're expanding to where we're making it a Jamaican franchise that's in the US for everyone. So we even have a different spice of it. You know, in Jamaica, there's just one
Yes.
party. There's was one, no, it's mild or no spicy. In the US, we're catering to everyone. So we have a mild and we have a spicy. So it depends on your taste buds and how you feel about spice. We have it for you.
Well, that is very interesting, and I know the viewers, you're gonna love this. To know that when you're in Florida, you have Juicy Patty down in Fort Lauderdale, 2025, Juicy Patty in West Palm Beach, and who to tell as the years go by, it may be just in your hometown. But if it's away from you, I know it's not far like Jamaica going all the way back down there to get this Juicy Patty. You know, if you're vacationing in the US, if you come to South Florida, I'm telling you, Juicy Patty is right here. Here and it's here to stay. So the other thing I'm gonna ask, Jamil, I know, as you say, you're a business person, so you would have done the necessary research. But we know we have a lot of young entrepreneurs coming up who wanna get into business. For such a youth or young man, young lady who wanna get into business, I know there's a lot of risk involved and so forth, a lot of hard work. As I say, I'm an agriculturalist, and I see about people in a whole. A seed is simple. We never see when the seed is growing down. You plant it, but it's doing breaking ground down there, the root system. Nobody see that hard work. But as soon as it come above the soil and we see the green and the lush and everything, we think that was it from the beginning.
Yeah.
But it actually takes some work. So, just explain, somebody who is a young entrepreneur who want to get into business, some of the risks or what it may involve or barriers that you have to break.
Well, I wouldn't. The first thing you definitely want to do is something that you love and you're passionate about. So you don't want to just do something just for money because you get burned out. So definitely pick something that you love and you love to enjoy doing, and then you'll go from there and stick to the plan. I would say a lot of people fail because they have plan A, plan B, and plan C. Yes. Have your vision and have your plan A and you work towards it. You're gonna have naysayers and people saying, no, it can't be done, but you have your plan. You write if you have to write it down and take notes and pretty much figure out how to pretty much be consistent and stay on your task or towards your goal, I would say. Um, like you said, nothing start happen overnight. Um, it does take some work, and like I said, just gotta be consistent.
So there you have it, guys. And if you're a young entrepreneur, Jamel have just mentioned some key points in terms of you creating your own business in a risk. And one thing I hear there, guys, the naysayers who's gonna tell you it may not work, it's not gonna work. But just remember that everybody have the vision that you have. Some people can only see here, and some have the long lasting vision, the expansion vision that he has there.
Mhm.
Not everybody may see this, and therefore not everybody gonna share your story or your dream. And that's why, if you know that you have something that is worthwhile putting in the effort is, and as Jamel would have said, choose something that you're passionate about. So even if you're losing money, but you know that this is a winner later on in life and people may benefit from what you do, then just keep pushing. And what he has done definitely have not just benefited him, maybe bringing in money sooner or later, but I know he had put in a lot of hard work to bring this through. But guess what? No, it takes a lot of pressure off me. I don't have to travel down to Jamaica to get my money anymore. I don't have to load up my suitcase anymore. And guess what? If I'm just right here in Palm Beach and I feel like, oh, I don't know, Fort Lauderdale. No, I have a valid reason to take a drive out to get to Fort Lauderdale and have some real juicy patties. We're here with the cricket. I'm going to tell you under pressure already. So, guys, you would have heard this because he was a little late on this one. But the cricketers already say, yo, go out with Patty next week. So you see the kind of fun we are having out here, just the fact that he brings this to South Florida, it's making a difference. And, it's one more entrepreneur out here who is making a great difference and a contribution to our society, because I've just watched a video and we see how many people being employed to the business already. So you're providing employment for others, which is a big thing, So people look at it and you think about people just making money. You gotta look at it that people are creating an opportunity for somebody else. And this is what he's doing, because I know the man from a personal standpoint. He didn't have to open Juicy to survive. He already tell you he's an accountant by trade. He has a business for himself. But what he's doing is really to bring something to South Florida that everyone is gonna enjoy. And it's just spreading love and blessing.
Definitely. And to touch base on what you said about Juicy with the team, the excitement is there. We actually closed today because we're sold out. We, that's why I'm actually here today because we actually we sold we that was a record breaking Saturday. So we had planned to have enough for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and the turnout was so tremendous that we actually closed today, which is a blessing. I would say it's a blessing because one, of course, we're doing so well, and then the staff itself, we have an amazing staff, and they deserve a break. We've been working non-stop. We have, I can't say much enough about the team, actual team itself. 'Cause it's a team also. We're working from, I would say from 9 to 11 sometimes. We close at 10, but we're there till 11, 12 at night. So us being sold out and have the day off is a blessing in disguise. So we'll open up tomorrow. We'll be fully running, and then the staff will be say rejuvenated. I'm sorry, rejuvenated. So we're definitely gonna have uh, enough supply for everyone to come in tomorrow and stop by. Again, it's 5419 North University Drive, Commercial and University. So yeah, that's pretty much say about that.
This is good. This is good business. This is good for our community. And this is it, guys. As I said, it's a candid conversation. He didn't know anything about this interview or anything. He's just out here as he'll be in his normal self, supporting the community, supporting cricket, just being out here, the love of it. But you realize, guys, what happened? If I didn't catch him today, I probably wouldn't catch him again. This man is so busy. Cousin already sold out, so everything is good. So we get to have him here with us, and together we rise in a first candid conversation right here on the cricket team in the field, right under a tree, and that's how I go about and doing things. If you know me, wherever I go and I find people doing good things, I'll highlight whatever they're doing. Because guess what? It not just helped me, but it helped the person and it helped the community in that we're sharing. And by sharing, others are blessed with what we do.
That's true.
So, Jamal, we really thank you for everything that you're doing. And in wrapping up, I know you're busy, man. Just do a quick wrap up for us, and just want to say thanks.
Yeah, I definitely want to say thank you again to Mr. Ian, of course. I love what you're doing. Actually, like I said, when I'm not here, I'm actually following him on Facebook or if he's on YouTube. So I watch his live all the time, especially on Sundays when I'm at cricket. So you definitely can log on to his Facebook and then to his YouTube channel as well. Make sure you subscribe. And like I said, we're just here enjoying the beautiful Sunday. He said it's gonna be hard to find. I'm always gonna make time for cricket. So if I'm not at the restaurant, I'll definitely be out here in cricket field. I'll be able to play sometime, but if I'm not, I can definitely make it just to come support. So,
well, guys, there you get it from the man himself, Mr. Douglas, the man who have brought Patty to us here in South Florida, which I am so happy that you have done that. And guys, I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna bring him back for another conversation, but this time he has some value-added products to bring to the platform, which because I know him, there's books to write there, guys. There's story to tell. There's so much stuff. But as I said, he's a businessman, he's an accountant, and I'm actually learning from him because for me, I'm also in the venture of starting up a whole new business. And this is the man that I've trust, for you to trust someone that tells you something that, you just don't trust people. People just don't trust people. People can burn you. And when you're trusting somebody with a business, simple mean you give them everything. You're giving them your social, you're giving them your debit card, if you have credit card, which I don't use credit card, but you are basically opening up your life to somebody. And if I could not trust this young man here, trust me, he will be the one that is putting things together. So you can take it from me, guys. This is a man that you can trust. And if you're here, we just say go support Juici Paties. Go enjoy your parties and you're like, nobody have to tell you anything about party. We know the party already. Party all good, you all sell out. See, today Sunday, him tell you already, he sell off. So make sure you get there early if you want your party. We already in trouble already, like
yeah, we're never gonna have some tomorrow. So yeah.
So here you go, guys. So thank you again, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Really, thank you for just taking the time.
No problem. Definitely. Anytime.